Stop playing. Stop fighting. Keep thinking.
Your girlfriend's gonna get very upset.
I don't have a girlfriend. I have a cook.
A cook?
A chef.
Who's your
I
chef?
have a girlfriend.
Who's your chef?
She's my cook.
I thought she was the maid.
Oh,
Nah, I don't want to upset your household, your happy household over there. All right, Dad, CJ, have fun with Daddy. I love you.
So now after this recording was exposed, CJ went on to respond to this recording. He goes on to say, "Wow, it's sad when people pass judgment on others, not knowing an ounce of information. Lexi and I weren't together, and I said nothing disrespectful about her. I was trying my hardest to mend a broken family for the sake of my children, but in no way, shape, or form does that mean I wanted any type of relationship with Charlene. Just as I don't have a sexual relationship with Nike. Those are the mothers of my children. And in this messed up world, the last thing kids that didn't ask to be born need is a divided and dysfunctional family. My bad for trying to help, but at least now we can see who's weird and immature, because recording a song call is crazy." I think he meant phone call. So now after all of this information was leaked, Lexi went on to post, "Is everyone playing an April Fool's prank on me or what? People will do anything for views." Then she started answering questions in her comment section. One states, "CJ did say you were just his chef to royalty." Lexi responds with, "I know, I can't believe he said that about me. So hurtful." Then someone else states, "Saying that I'm disappointed in CJ would be an understatement. What makes him think being around that dysfunction is okay? How many times does she have to show him who she really is before he believes it? He must have fell and bumped his head because ain't no way. Or did she put a spell on him? He needs to come out and make a video and make it clear to his supporters, because I'm tired of her just saying whatever she wants and him not saying nothing." Lexi responds with, "Thank you for your support. It is not okay. Upset is an understatement, but I am not shocked." Someone else leaves a comment that states, "Royalty hates any and everything about Lexi. Soccer ball bit chef boy RD." Lexi responds with, "I know, like damn, what can't I do?" Now another person writes, "If CJ go back to royalty, he's gonna be the biggest donkey of the day, goofball. Lexi, I think you deserve better at this point and get your own bag. You don't need to be with someone that keeps trying to make you look bad. Like, why would he even try to be back with someone who kids don't even respect him? And if he did get back with her, she's going to use the hell out of him. CJ needs to grow the hell up. That's my boy. I'm just keeping it real." Lexi responds with, "Thank you so much. They don't make them like me anymore. Solid as they come. I can't be around fake though." So it looks like people are actually thinking that CJ and royalty may end up back together, but CJ stating that's not the case. But you guys leave your opinions on that down in the comment section below. Let's move.
Okay, here's what Lexi had to say about CJ So Cool being caught in a recording with royalty. Check this out.
Or make amends. We could be cordial. I'm cordial with everyone. I would just always respect everyone's children no matter what. So I've always been like that from the jump too. I think that's the very mature thing about me, being a 25-year-old. I have always been standoffish and let kind of everyone do their thing and me stay silent in most situations, but I just can't do that anymore. And to begin with, I'm going to make this very clear. Royalty, if you are watching this, I will not go back and forth with you. You are mentally hurting, physically hurting. I just will not argue with someone who is almost 10 years older than me, and I can't seem to wrap my head around why I would go back and forth with a mother of 5 who lives with their mother in a 2-bedroom apartment. I think that's illegal, but we just can't compare each other, okay? It's like night and day. We can't do it. I am not comparing myself to you. I will not go back and forth with you. To me, you are pure trash. You do the best you can, but it just is what it is. I'm sorry, but it's just how I feel. So I pray for you, and I hope you heal. I hope you do good on this journey called life, and yeah, that's it. I will not talk about you, just like I don't at all. I always mind my business, but today, the business is minding me. Let me just tell you guys something. My last relationship, I always cooked for him. Cooking is my love language. I love to cook. It's very therapeutic. The moment I just start chopping fruit and vegetables and cooking meat, it just puts me in like a focused state, and it's therapeutic to me. I've always cooked for my man. It's not a bad thing. I mean, there's very successful chefs. Maybe I can go to chef school, but let me tell you this video, I am a chef. I have a lot of recipes, and I have a lot of receipts of things. I am the evidence queen. I am like Legally Blonde when it comes to this, okay? So I have just stayed quiet so long in this relationship. I have been thrown left to right. I have had disloyal shit happen to me. I have had this person send sexual text messages to my friends behind my back, DMs too, multiple times, and I've still forgiven this person. But I think just enough is enough, you know? Like, when enough is enough, it's enough, because it's enough. I'm almost speechless, which is why I had to write this down, because talking in front of a camera, yeah, Hustle's crying in the background, and baby, I am crying too. You've seen it. I'm crying too, okay? Life happens. We're good though. When I got into this relationship, I was mentally healed from my last relationship. I had been focusing on myself for a year, and I was ready to accept anyone that I met and liked. So when I met CJ, yes, it was a lot of drama. I have endured so much drama since the day I met him, since the day the internet found out about us. And I've always been in drama because I feel like I've been very popular and confident that people like to attack me and try to tear me down, but it's never worked. It's always just been in my favor. Life in general, I've just been favored, highly favored. Yeah, and I've just lived a blessed life. Even before meeting CJ, I had a lot of material things, and material things I see don't mean shit to me anymore. And I know for CJ it doesn't mean shit to them, because at the end of the day, when you have nothing, who is there for you? That's what this video is about. At the end of the day, when everything crumbles, who do you go to? And I am always that go-to person. And I think that's the problem about me, is that I just randomly cry because I just can't. But it's not a problem, but it's something I need to work on. I did this in my past relationship too, is I just tend to forgive, and I just forgive too much. When I love someone, I pour 110% into them, and it's just my fault that I let myself slip away, but it's also my fault that I forgive so much. But I like to forgive, and I don't like to just dwindle on it, because nothing will work if you don't get over it, you know? So, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm doing this. I'm gonna read to you something in my notes, and it's just kind of like a little description. Oh, it's kind of a little description of what I went through, and just kind of me defending myself, and everyone can see it. That's why I've just stayed silent, because actions show. Look at my doggy in the back. Hi baby. He's always got my back, and that's why he will be forever my best friend. I love my dog. But anyway, I just want to say what I wrote in my notes, because I really mean this. Not only do I go above and beyond for those that I love, but I show my love with actions. In 1 year, I have endured a lifetime of drama, toxicity, and pain. And my dog can witness this, but let me let him out so he stops crying. Come on, baby, come. Right, come here, baby. It's okay. Come here, come here. My dog gets upset. Like, dogs know when you're emotional, they can feel it 10 times. So I try not to show my emotions because my dog does really feel it. But back to the subject. Not only did I go above and beyond for those that I love, but I show my love with actions. In 1 year, I have endured a lifetime of drama, toxicity, and pain just because of the name I was attached to. CJ, so cool. I dealt with a whole lot in the name of love. I was there 24/7 when CJ got shot, became everything he needed and more to easy his workload. I made sure he was good in any and every way, even becoming a mother figure to his beautiful children. I invested my time and effort into making sure those babies were well taken care of when at their dad's. I cooked and cleaned for them, picked out their clothes for them when they went to school. I was there to pick them up when they fell and comfort them. The list goes on. While doing all that, I made sure my man was good, catered to, and needed for nothing. I didn't take from the relationship, but simply I just added to it. People want to say I was doing too much for my man, and they would never, but that's what sets me apart from all the others. CJ never gets the point of things. He never can just man up and simply say sorry. But for the hurtful stuff he's done, he's just sometimes a bit slow at that stuff. But one day, a man will appreciate what I do so much that he will want to give me the world. And I know it will be for me. These are just, sometimes things just come into your life either as lessons or blessings. And I take CJ coming to my life as both. Going back to a few things, CJ has a very big issue with messaging my friends sexual things behind my back. November 13th of last year, he did it. My friend reached out to me, letting me know right away, and I'm just blessed to have her as a friend, because there are shysty people out there and people do go behind your back. I'm so thankful for her loyalty and so thankful she told me, because, you know, it's just, you want to know things. You want to know what someone... I sleep with this person every night in bed. I want to know if they're doing something disloyal to me, you know? Emotionally cheated behind my back. Talking sexual I'm definitely not okay with it. And that is why I was awarded these 2 Van Cleef bracelets during November 13th because of his mistakes. And I did forgive him, maybe one too many times, but I did not forget. Moving on to the next thing. You know, I think it's funny. I think it's not funny, it's actually pathetic. It's rude, it's embarrassing, and it's not true, because I am not only a chef, but I am your woman. Even if we weren't together, like, for example, CJ just had the surprise party. I just found out he's messaged my friend multiple times saying sexual things, and I brought it up to him the other day. I would say I knew about it for a week, but I just wanted to let it, you know, simmer and get all the info on everything. He had messaged my friend sexual things, another friend of mine sexual things multiple times. I don't know about y'all, but I count that as emotionally cheating in my book. So I don't run with it. I'm not okay with it. I don't condone it, and I think it's disrespectful. I had brought it up to him, and not in an attacking way, because I've learned from my past, and I rather just want to know why people do such hurtful things instead of attack them and call them names. I just want to know why people do it. I just simply brought it up to him, and he just shut me out and told me to get out, which is why I've always had a house and I've never fully moved in with him. Yes, I had my clothes and everything there, and we lived together all the time. I would come home to, you know, take care of my dog, visit my mom, but I never fully moved back. I moved out before New Year's because we had some issues going on, but I never fully moved back in. And I said to myself when I brought this up to him that if his reaction was not something I like, and if he wasn't apologetic about it, that this would be my last time ever you know, dealing with him and being in a relationship with him, because it's just not right for me, and I value myself, and I'm a high value person, and I just won't put up with that. I can't. Money cannot make me do that. Respect is what attracts me. Yeah, he basically just disregarded it, manipulated me, and didn't talk to me and just shut me out. But the next day was his birthday, and I did have this surprise party planned, and I just feel like he's just so ungrateful for everything, because yes, he's a successful person, he's had everything, he's done everything, but for me, I think meaningful memories are what sticks with me the most. So having this surprise party, I never want to ruin someone's special day, so I just stayed strong and I continued to do the surprise party. I was on my way to get him stuff for his birthday on top of the party, because of course I like to do what I can for someone I love, but when I seen screenshots, I just didn't say anything. I didn't get any gifts. My gift was the party, and I just feel like I can't do any more for someone who just can't respect me behind closed doors or just when I'm not around, you know? And I feel like a lot of people can relate to this, so I want to let them know that, you know, even if you are a good person and people do you wrong, just continue being good, because I in my life has always been blessed because I've been a really good person and I've shown nothing but love. I welcomed everyone around him, and I've seen the good, the bad, and the ugly, and I just simply can't do it anymore. Cooking is my love language. I think it's a very attractive talent I have, in my opinion, and it's just what I like to do, so I don't know. Oh man, what has this come to? Aside from that, talking bad about me to someone who literally said on the internet they're coming for everything you got really is just has to be like the fakest things in the world, because CJ knows what this person has done. CJ knows how erratic this person is. CJ knows that this person will do anything for views and clout, and I feel like CJ will do the same thing too. Just like I stayed quiet when he put that blonde yellow, it was actually not blonde because baby that was yellow, so when he put that yellow in his hair, it just didn't go well, and I just stayed silent and continued to be a good person. The reason why I put these flowers here, they're from him, and it's just proof that, like, this is what it says: I haven't been the man you wanted me to be, but I promise to work towards being that man if it means saving us. I have so many of these cards, and it's like, can you just like actually show actions? And it's like, for a month it'll be good, or a week it'll be good, and it's just like a roller coaster, and I just don't deserve that. I'm 25 years old. I have no kids. I'm okay if a man has kids. My ex had kids. I also helped them too. I'm okay with that, but it's just like, just be a good person. It's free. Especially if things like financially aren't doing good right now, you think you would just want to just respect the one person that actually truly genuinely cares for you, you know what I mean? It's just like, people can't do it, and I know a lot of people can relate on this. Like, being a good person is free, being loyal is free, being real is free, and it's just like, people think therapy is so bad, but it's so needed. It's not a bad thing. Therapy is just needed for a lot of unhealed people, and CJ is a very unhealed person. I mean, think about it. He almost died in a senseless home invasion. They were just going to steal stuff of his, and instead they shot him multiple times. Like, you never know when it's gonna be your last time on this earth. So I've just always been a good person, and I'm not perfect, but I sure as hell am a good girlfriend, and I would never do anything to disrespect him. Like CJ doesn't have friends, but if he did, he would realize, like, oh, maybe if she did message my friends she wants to sleep with them, that would hurt me, or you know what I mean? Like, it's just simple relationships. And to me, if you're with someone for 9 years, your partner and you guys are supposed to build each other up. They were very successful and they have nothing to show for it. None of them. And it's not a dig, but this is like relationship advice, I feel like, for people. When you're finding your person, make sure it's just not material things that are fabricating the relationship. Make sure you guys are building each other up. Make sure you guys are making the right investments. Make sure you guys are uplifting each other. Make sure, if you're a YouTuber, like CJ was a YouTuber, I looked into his career and I would always present him with ideas or good videos, because I know that when he is successful on YouTube, it makes him happy. So I wanted to do my research for him, and I just indulged in everything about him and just forgot about me. Yes, CJ has taken care of me. CJ provided for me. I'm so grateful for that. But I've always had a career, and I just stopped my career. I mean, I just feel like every time I get in a relationship, I just stop myself, taking care of myself, and that's something I need to work on. Also, it probably has to do with the men I choose, like I lost myself with my ex too, and towards the end of it I found myself again, and I healed mentally, and everything in life that happens is just a chapter. I'm gonna read you guys something, and I hope some of you guys can relate, because when I read this, I was like, wow. Unfortunately, this is CJ So Cool. And calling me a chef, like just a chef, to your ex that you despise, and I know you're just trying to be cordial, but you should just never mention my name when you're talking to an op. So I read this. Any relationship that can get ruined by the simple act of you having a conversation about your feelings is a toxic one. Nothing meant to be in your life will ever require you to abandon yourself to keep it. If you bring up anything wrong that a narcissist has done, they will blame you for your reactions to their abuse and switch into the victim role. This is called manipulation. I told you guys everything that happened, and I mean, I have proof of everything that happened. It's just the same thing. They will essentially act as if you're the bad guy, when in reality, they're the ones that hurt you. Don't fall for it. Then they'll hit you with the silent treatment as a form of punishment, because how dare you try and hold them accountable for what they did to you. I've been silent treated for 3 or 4 days because all I wanted was an apology, and for a 35-year-old man to own up to his wrongdoings, he couldn't. So back to this. By doing this, they train you to stop bringing things up. It's a control tactic, because now they hold the power in the communication. Their behavior has nothing to do with you. It's instead a reflection of how emotionally stunned they are. You're dealing with a toddler in an adult body. But the withdrawal of their attention can activate your anxious attachment system, causing you to cling tighter and shift your boundaries to avoid being abandoned. They'll wait enough time for you to get over it and forget about what happened, so they can hoover you back into the relationship. That's when, out of nowhere, they'll send a text to you saying, hey, I miss you. I miss you. Hey, I miss you. As if nothing has ever happened. The second chances without any growth are just patterns. Meaning, if you answer and cave in, this gives them permission to do it again and again, and you become their enabler. So, yes, this is true. I've done it before, and this is why probably it's a pattern and it's happened again. I did not exert myself from the situation. I simply let it pass over time and just got over it, because I always want to see the change in people, and I just want to see the good in them. And why am I crying again? Anyway, I always see the good in someone. Like, even if people around me are like, oh my god, did you see her shirt, or did you see what she was wearing, or did you see what her face looked like, or that, I'm like, no, because I just always see the good in people, and I just, take them for their personality, and I love everyone, and I only judge if you're rude to me first. I'm just not that type of person. I know what I have to offer. The biggest quote for me is, you can't compete where you don't compare. So I don't like to compare myself to a lot of people, because everyone is different and no one is you, and that is your power. So I hold that quote. I will literally get that quote tatted on me. No one is you, and that is your power, because I really respect myself, and I feel like forgiving so much of the disrespectful things that happen to me really lower my value and it lowers my stock. I simply can't do it anymore. This is my goodbyes. This is my, you know, kind of balloon floating away into the air. But yeah, this is the truth. And, you know, I hope no one gets offended at this because it's not meant to be offensive. It's just the pure laid out facts about what's happened, and there's way more stuff, but it's just it doesn't matter touching on all of it, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. I just want to get this over with, and I want to keep cooking and engaging with my supporters and just living life like I've been doing my whole life. I mean, y'all know me. Lexi, just like CJ said, Lexi can do whatever she wants. I guess the other two people that I was really serious with still talk highly about me to this day. And I know, CJ, when you heal from lots of your trauma and when you heal from what you're going through, I know you know, and I know you love me, but I know you will, like, be really regretful, and it's okay to be regretful. You just have to learn from it, and you know, you just have to grow from it and change. And I hope you do find someone that loves you as much as I did, and that did surprises for you, and that made wonderful meals for you, and that truly loved you and showed you love and treated you with respect. I really hope when you heal, you find that one day, because everyone deserves it. Everyone deserves a real, true, pure love. You know what I mean? God bless you, CJ, and your beautiful kids, all of them. I love them all. And it was, you know, I had a wonderful time. I don't know. It was half bad, half good. Nothing outweighed. You know, like, you hope the good outweighs the bad, but really, it doesn't. It didn't. And I'm just thankful that, well, I'm not thankful because I don't put up with stuff for years and years. I can't do that. You can't pay me off, or no amount of clout or following could get me to stay with someone who's disrespecting me and my friends, you know, my mother. So yeah, wow, this felt really good. I don't know what else to say. This just felt really good. Say my piece and say my thoughts on everything. Yeah, everything is just amazing. So please like and subscribe. I want to start doing more YouTube videos. I just want to find my niche. Yeah, that's it. It's simple. And I love you all, and I hope you guys will take this and maybe use it or utilize it in your daily life. But just know, nothing ever lasts forever. This too shall pass. You will get through anything you're going through. Everyone is going through something. So yeah, this is just a little chapter to my next big chapter. I mean, I'm 25. I do want a relationship. I do want a marriage. I want kids, and I take that very serious. I'm not getting any younger. 25 is up there, you know? So if I'm in a relationship, I'm not just in a relationship for shits and giggles. Like, I'm in a relationship because I see a future with you. We have a connection. We have a vibe. So I take that stuff really to heart. That's all I have to say. My dog's huffing and puffing. He knows Mama's a little shooken up, but I want to thank you all for supporting me and always having my back. And real recognize real, so always stay true to yourself. I love you. See y'all later.